that we thank you for this stand against.
This was the start of Scotland's stand against apartheid in South Africa and Nelson Mandela's imprisonment. Campaigners gathered at rugby matches played between South African and Scottish teams in 1969 to protest racial segregation. Outrage continued to grow, and in 1976, the Scottish anti-apartheid movement formed in Dundee, marking the start of the city's involvement in the campaign. Today, that activism is being highlighted in a new exhibition in Dundee's Central Library.
In the late 1970s, there was a couple of activists from Zimbabwe and South Africa who were based in the city and who were a key part in kind of telling Dundonians about the impact of apartheid on the citizens there. And then during the 1980s, there was a big campaign for the freedom of the city itself. There's a key series of events that kind of really allowed Dundee to be part of this story and its contribution to this kind of international cause.
People in the city weren't quiet about the issue.
People in Dundee refused to buy South African goods. They protested against politicians that visited South Africa. And so bit by bit, they were able to show how their disgust and their discontent at the system could be built up into something much, much bigger.
That activism resulted in Dundee, Aberdeen and Midlothian joining Glasgow by presenting Nelson Mandela with the freedom of the city in the 1980s, despite him still being in jail. This plaque is part of the legacy of Nelson Mandela and shows the mark that he left on the city of Dundee. What the exhibition is hoping to do is to encourage those that were involved in the local anti-apartheid movements to come forward and share their stories. While the exhibition looks to the past, it shows there is an important message for the future.
In the modern day, there's a huge number of international causes, which I think for many people feel that they can't contribute to, that they can't actually make a difference. Yet the anti-apartheid movement demonstrates that actually taking individual action at a very local level, like in Dundee or broader Tayside region, can actually contribute to global change.
The story of how Dundee took on the global fight against apartheid will be further explored at an event this weekend. Felicity Clifford, STV News.